What makes you come back to a video game? Well, obviously the bitch has to be fun, but what gives it its replay value? There are usually 3 important factors to this.
Obviously.
First impressions, incentives, and options. But in order to talk about first impressions, I need to take you back to 2016.
Oh shit, Overwatch baby, let's go!
Overwatch's hype was damn near inescapable. In a landscape full of bleak, colorless, desaturated shooters like Call of Duty, Overwatch was here with the color, personality, and gameplay that a mass audience hadn't seen before, featuring a whole variety of fun characters. Until they put a fucking hamster in this shit. Now let's fast forward to 2018. How does Overwatch still have players when games like Titanfall and Lawbreakers, games that looked pretty good initially, are now just left forgotten in the dark zone? The same place Hillary Clinton hid those emails. What I mean by incentives are those meant for post-launch, after the infamous honeymoon phase of a game dies. People's attention spans are not what they used to be. So developers have to have game plans in mind to keep their players on their games. Unless you're the Destiny series, spending your 2 full games and all of your DLCs trying to make a good game in the first place because haha, funny meme, original joke. Destiny is an unfinished piece of shit. Lots of companies have learned how to fully take advantage of incentives with loot boxes, map packs, DLC guns, DLC story missions even. Destiny, what the fuck? Overwatch handles it tastefully, kind of. In a multiplayer hero shooter, it does everything it can do in the least offensive way possible. Give them free maps, cosmetic microtransactions, and new heroes to play every so often, because that's a good idea, right?
Wrong!
Options in any game are vital for its survival and replay value. In a competitive multiplayer game, the rules are even more complicated. So allow me to explain why, in my opinion, Overwatch has stopped being a fun competitive game. Hard counterplay. Tracer is useless, half the ults in the game get free fucking kills. Moira is just better than Yada, the hamster is fucking busted. Brigitte makes playing poking heroes like Tracer and Sombra kind of useless. Brigitte makes playing Reinhardt kind of useless, and they really put a fucking hamster in this shit. When you add a character to the game that renders other characters useless, you're actually taking away options. And in Overwatch's case, those options were the main reason why you picked up the game in the first place. To many, this is why Overwatch isn't as magical as it was in 2016 and has evolved into a toxic game driven by a strict meta and just straight up isn't fun. Oh come on, half of you that play this game know it's cancer, you know I'm right, don't fucking lie to me. But to sum this video up, you can have the greatest first impressions and all the incentives in the world, but if you don't have options, the game will eventually just stop being fun, and that might be Overwatch's fate. All because they put a fucking hamster in this shit.
Chillin' in my hometown, it's a village you don't know about. Never spot me in the limelight. Shadows where my toes, I take a picture on a Kodak. Once I'm gone, I'm never going back, but nobody been knowing that. Danny Phantom on the track, I'ma hit the throttle on the battle. That's internal till my soul's in the inferno. Hopping obstacles like hurdles, bitches moaning like the myrtle. Slow and steady like